This is a small series of Australian shorts by moreparz. And first one is Australia's scariest spider has a secret.
Spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
I would too.
And look,
I hate
in
spiders.
defense
I can't.
of said tourists, I will be the first to admit,
You'll never catch me going to Australia.
Job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle.
Yeah.
Now, as if having
Slender
a
Man's
negative
testicle is
charisma stat
crazy.
wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 centimeters in size, making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is f***ing turbocharged.
Oh,
now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control. I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, they like to sleep in there, and you've just dropped one into your lap.
Oh, fuck no.
Whatever you do, don't panic, or you're going to crash the...
I'm crashing the car. I'm crashing the car. That spider's dying with me.
This bird has to rearrange its organs and skeleton.
It's the kiwi bird. Okay, this bird's build is awful. It was funny. I had a little phase where, like, me and a few friends, we talked about kiwi birds, and we threatened that every time we were eating kiwis, which I've tried only maybe like 3 times, every time we ate one, we'd be like, oh my god, we're eating the ancestors of the kiwi bird. We're, like, eating its, like, family. It was just so funny, and I had a whole, like, there's this brand called, I think, Kiwi Bird. It's like a shoe shiner and all that crap. I don't know. You could probably find it at Walmart, but it's just funny. Every time I saw the Kiwi Bird logo, or just like the drawing of the Kiwi Bird, or just the logo in general, I'd be like, Kiwi Bird, Kiwi Bird.
Just to lay an egg.
They're so cute.
This cute little guy is the kiwi bird, a species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution.
You see, this walking featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary, being a member of the same family of flightless birds.
I've never heard of that.
There is a problem. You see, the rest of the Kiwis bloodline actually looked up a build guide before picking their stat spread, and as such made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful. With all of his
why does he look like the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy? The guy who has he whistles and the laser goes around. I can't remember his name. This is what the bird reminds me of.
Something useful.
With all of his cousins specking into speed, size, and some kind of offensive capability.
Holy shit.
So that leaves the question. What did the Kiwi pick to make up for not flying?
Oh.
Absolutely
nothing.
Nothing. Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight and 50 centimeters tall. This is because Kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet and bloodlust for just being a little guy with a good attitude.
Just a little guy.
Honestly worked pretty well for them, until the British did British things,
British.
and now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And considering this build was not designed for PvP, they have been clapped so hard by invasive species that they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But getting shafted by the British is just the beginning of the generational violation of the Kiwi, because these poor feathered
Freak
freaks
British people
can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over. You see, the Kiwi
Damn.
bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs.
Yes.
I'm talking hit your protein macros in one meal-sized eggs.
Ew.
And you would think
I've never
that is
had-
because they are large.
I know there's people who out there who eat like emu eggs. I can't. It just feels so wrong. You'll never catch me eating one. Unless you blindly feed it to me, I'm not eating it.
And you would be wrong, because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same size.
A kiwi bird lays eggs
No.
20% the size of their body. With the egg being so bloody large, it rearranges their internal
Holy
organs and
moly.
stretches their rib cage just to be able to hold the thing. For reference, that is like a human
Bro,
giving birth to
a boulder.
15-kilo child.
No,
that's not a bone
that's like a human giving birth to a boulder. Holy!
in the oven anymore. That's a whole f***ing bakery.
That's
This
what I'm
wasp
saying.
is basically a xenomorph.
I hate wasps with a passion. When I was younger, we have a storm door because obviously Midwesterners houses have storm doors. There's the storm door, the actual door, and then inside the house. Little old me inserts myself onto the sidewalk, and I walk to the sidewalk, and I walk to my house, and I open the storm door. This angry freaking wasp that got stuck in my storm door, whoever closed it last, trapped that MF in there. Once I swung it open, I had things in my hands. It came and instantly came for my ass, and it zipped me right in the freaking thigh. I would not stop crying. I literally continuously cried for an hour. I never been stung by a wasp ever. And then my day has come. It was like, yeah, let me just sting the first person who opens this door, because freak the guy who trapped me in here last.
Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most
fuck no.
nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a
I'll
threat
never
to your
go
mental
outside.
health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography.
Oh my god! Ellen Ripley
But
from the
before we
DVD.
get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is
Yeah.
the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches.
Oh,
which,
fuck
I mean,
no.
we would all
Fuck
agree,
no.
well
Fuck
above
no.
average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches
I'll never
you've
go
ever been,
outside.
because it has the second
Australians, how do you do it? How do you live in a country that has everything that just wants to kill you the second you step outside?
most
I can't.
painful sting of any insect
Freak
on the
no.
planet, coming in just barely behind the bullet.
I used to watch this guy.
Pack and a half inch
Oh my God.
stinger with a potent venom that has been described as
Hell
blinding,
no.
debilitating,
Daredevil.
move my arm, and electric. Now, the size and
Oh
poison
my.
aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing
no.
machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No,
Dr.
no,
Seuss.
that'd be too normal.
I love that movie.
Use spiders to...
The IRL remake of Dr. Seuss, my favorite movie ever. That's always gonna be my favorite childhood movie.
reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him.
Not the
Flying
Markiplier.
down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly
Damn.
and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbor Butcher
It's Dexter! It's Dexter! Tonight's the night.
then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room.
Oh,
which is where
no.
the fucked
Bro.
up part really begins.
These wasps are practically Dexter. That wasp really said, "My name is Dexter Morgan, and tonight's the night, baby."
Because our wasp isn't hungry.
Tonight the
It's
night.
pregnant. and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately,
very hungry
there's a whole
caterpillar.
bunch of fresh food right here underneath them. That
Oh,
food being the
yuck.
still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work
Not the Tom and
converting it
Jerry.
into a KFC family bucket,
Oh,
consuming
hell
it from
no.
the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh.
After it's done consuming a living
That's-
being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like
Oh,
a fucking chest burster
oh my-
and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.
Oh, hell no.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets
It's
the
a
cops
seal!
called on him.
This is Neil the Seal. I heard about this. I watched a TikTok about this. My sister's friend who lives in Australia, she told me about this little guy.
Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal, a 600 kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite
Based.
society. But despite
Based
his
Neil the
crimes,
Seal.
we all still truly love him. But what are
Aww.
his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly
yeah.
been caught trespassing, and then
Oh,
once he
yeah.
has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish, and has been known to just block roads by plopping his
Based.
fat ass down directly in the middle of
Based.
them. However,
Based Neil.
hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then
Base.
proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car.
Nah, that's
She
crazy.
was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway
Aww.
for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story.
Aww.
Now this
Wait, imagine calling your boss, be like, yeah, I can't come in. There's a seal blocking in my car. I can't come to work. Imagine that. Imagine getting that call as a boss.
is a lot of menace for a
And your
single seal
employee.
to cause. But the funniest part of this is,
No.
old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old. If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly
Oh, no.
2 solid-ass tons
Holy
of blubber
shit.
and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking
my.
insurance plan, dude.
Oh my god.
Touching